English Point Podcast.
From English Learning Point.
Liza, before we start today, I have to tell you something.
Okay, what's going on?
Something good for everyone listening right now.
Okay, now I really need to know.
We've been getting so many comments, so many messages. People are actually enjoying this, and we thought we should do something for them.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Every week, we're giving away a free audiobook to 10 lucky listeners. And we are going to launch a premium practice club. They will also get free access there.
Wait, really?
Yeah, for real. Every single week, 10 people, and gradually we increase this slot.
Okay, that's genuinely exciting. What do they have to do?
3 simple things. First, subscribe to the channel. Second, share this video with someone who wants to learn English. And third, leave a comment below. Tell us one thing you learned from any of our episodes.
3 things. That's really it?
That's really it. And next episode, we'll announce the winner's name in our podcast session.
Oh, that's a nice surprise to look forward to. And how will we select these 10?
We will do it through a raffle draw.
I am very hopeful that all our lovely listeners will participate in it.
All right, let's get into today's episode.
I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself when you answer.
You are watching this right now. You are understanding every word I say. My sentences are going into your ears, and your brain is processing them perfectly. You know what I mean. You are following along.
So here is my question. If I stopped talking right now and asked you to say something back to me in English, could you do it?
Most of you just felt something. A little tension, maybe a little fear. Some of you thought, yes, probably, but a lot of you thought, I understand you perfectly, but speaking, that is a different story.
If that is you, this episode is for you.
And if you have ever wondered why this happens, why understanding feels so easy but speaking feels so hard, stay with us, because today we're going to explain exactly what is going on, and more importantly, what you can do about it.
Welcome. I'm Ben.
I'm Liza, and this is a special episode of English Learning Point, the podcast. Okay, Ben, I want to start with you, because I know this is personal for you.
It is very personal.
Tell me honestly, when did you first notice this problem, the gap between understanding and speaking?
I was about 15 years old. I was watching an American TV show and I understood everything. The jokes, the sarcasm, the fast conversations. I followed all of it and I felt great. I thought, my English is actually pretty good.
That sounds like a good feeling.
It was a great feeling. And then the next day at school, my English teacher asked me a simple question in class, in front of everyone, and I just stopped. I understood the question perfectly. I knew the answer, but the words would not come out. I sat there in silence for what felt like forever, and everyone was looking at me.
That is such a painful memory.
It was humiliating. And the worst part was, I did not understand why it happened. I thought something was wrong with me specifically, like maybe I was just bad at languages.
But nothing was wrong with you.
Nothing was wrong with me, and nothing is wrong with anyone who feels this way. This is actually one of the most common experiences for language learners in the entire world. It even has a name.
It does. It is called the input-output gap.
Input means the English that comes in, the English you hear and read and understand. Output means the English that goes out, the English you produce when you speak or write.
Most people develop their input skills much faster than their output skills, and there's a very simple reason for this.
What is the reason?
Understanding is passive, speaking is active. When you watch a TV show, your brain is receiving information. It is recognizing patterns. It is matching words to meanings, but it does not have to create anything. It just receives.
But when you speak, your brain has to do something completely different. It has to find the right word, put it in the right order, control your mouth and your breathing at the same time, think about what you want to say next. All of this in real time, under pressure while another person is looking at you.
These are two completely different skills, and most people only practice one of them.
They practice input. They watch videos, listen to podcasts, read articles, all of which is great, but they almost never practice output. They almost never actually speak.
And then they're surprised when speaking is hard.
It's like going to the gym and only training your right arm. Your right arm gets very strong, but then one day someone asks you to lift something with your left arm and you cannot do it. And you think, why am I so weak? But you're not weak, you just never trained that side.
I love that comparison. Your speaking muscle, it exists. It just needs training, and most people have never trained it.
So that's the first reason. Input and output are different skills. You have to practice both.
But there is a second reason, and this one is more psychological, more about the mind than about the language.
What is it?
Fear of making mistakes.
Ah,
This is huge. This is probably the biggest reason why people who understand English cannot speak it. Because when you are listening, you cannot make a mistake. Nobody knows if you understood perfectly or not. It is private. It is safe.
But when you speak, everything is visible. Every wrong word, every wrong grammar, every pause, every hesitation. It's all out there, in front of people.
And for many people, especially people who grew up in school systems where mistakes were punished, where getting the wrong answer was embarrassing, speaking feels genuinely dangerous, like something bad will happen if you get it wrong.
Nothing bad will happen, but the brain does not always know that. The brain just knows this is scary, and when something feels scary, we avoid it. And the more we avoid it, the scarier it gets.
It becomes a cycle. You are afraid to speak, so you do not speak. Because you do not speak, you never get better at speaking. Because you never get better, you are still afraid. Round and round.
I was in that cycle for years, and the only thing that broke it was doing the scary thing anyway. Not perfectly, not confidently, just doing it.
And that's what we want to talk about today. How to break that cycle, practically, with specific things you can do starting today.
Let's get into it.
Okay, first thing, and this might sound too simple, but it is the most important thing we will say today. You need to speak English every single day, even for 5 minutes, even alone, even badly.
Even badly.
Especially badly, because the goal in the beginning is not to speak correctly. The goal is to make your mouth and your brain work together, to build the connection between thinking in English and saying English out loud. And that connection only gets built through repetition, through doing it over and over again. How do you practice speaking when you have nobody to speak to? Great question. And this is something a lot of people get stuck on. They think, I need a conversation partner. I need a class. I need someone to practice with. But you don't. You can practice completely alone. How? Option 1, talk to yourself. I know that sounds strange, but pick any object in your room. Describe it out loud in English. This is my cup. It is white. It is small. I use it every morning for coffee. Just describing things around you, simple sentences out loud.
This actually works. When I started doing this, I felt ridiculous for about 3 days, and then suddenly words started coming faster because my mouth was getting used to making English sounds naturally.
Option 2, narrate your day. As you do things, describe them in English. I am making breakfast. I am putting bread in the toaster. The coffee is ready. Like you were a reporter reporting on your own life.
This sounds funny, but it's incredibly effective because you're practicing real, everyday vocabulary in real, everyday situations, the exact vocabulary you'll need when you actually talk to someone.
Option 3, take something you already understand in English. A podcast, a YouTube video, a short clip. Listen to one sentence. Pause, say it out loud, exactly the way the speaker said it. Copy the rhythm, the speed, the intonation.
This is called shadowing, and it's one of the most powerful speaking techniques that exists. You're not just repeating words, you're training your mouth to make English sounds naturally. You're absorbing the music of the language.
The music of the language. I like that. because every language has a rhythm, a melody, and English has its own unique rhythm, and shadowing helps you feel that rhythm in your own body.
And the beautiful thing about shadowing is you're not creating anything, you're just copying. So there's no pressure to be correct. You already know the sentence is correct. You're just learning how to say it.
Low pressure, high results. Low pressure, high results.
Exactly. And I want to talk about something that nobody tells you about shadowing. When you first start, you will feel embarrassed, even alone, even with nobody watching, because you are making sounds that feel strange in your mouth. English sounds that your mouth has never made before.
And that feeling of strangeness, that is actually a good sign.
It means you are doing something new. Your mouth is learning, and just like any physical activity, it feels awkward at the beginning. A person learning to swim feels awkward. A person learning to ride a bicycle feels awkward. But nobody says, I am bad at swimming after 3 days. They say, I am learning.
Say the same thing about speaking. I am learning. Not I am bad at English. Not I cannot speak English. Those statements close doors. I am learning keeps the door open.
The words you use to describe yourself matter a lot. I cannot speak English is a closed statement. It feels permanent. I am still working on my speaking is an open statement. It feels temporary. It feels fixable.
And it is fixable, completely, 100%. We have seen it happen. People who could barely say hello, who practiced consistently for 6 months, and then one day they're having full conversations, real ones, comfortable ones.
It happens. It's not magic. It's just practice plus time.
Practice plus time. That's the whole formula. There is no shortcut. But the good news is the practice does not have to be painful. It does not have to feel like homework. It can be 5 minutes of talking to yourself in the morning. It can be shadowing one sentence from a song you like. It can be describing your dinner in English before you eat it.
Small, consistent, every day.
Small and consistent always beats big and occasional. 1 hour every single day is worth more than 10 hours once a week because the brain learns through repetition, through regular contact, not through occasional big efforts.
Think of it like watering a plant. A little water every day keeps it alive and growing. But watering it a lot once a week and then ignoring it, that doesn't work as well. Your English is the plant. Water it every day, even just a little.
I love that. Water your English every day.
Even just a little.
Now, the third reason people cannot speak even when they understand. And this one is very specific, very interesting.
What is it?
They are translating.
Explain that.
When most people try to speak English, they don't think directly in English. They think in their first language first, in their native language, and then they translate that thought into English inside their head, and then they try to say the English version out loud.
And that process takes time.
It takes a lot of time, and in a real conversation, there's no time. Conversations move fast. By the time you have translated your thought, the moment has passed, the conversation has moved on, and you feel left behind.
I did this for so long. Someone would say something to me and I would think, okay, what does that mean in my language? Okay, now what do I want to say back? Okay, how do I say that in English? And by the time I had the answer, the conversation was somewhere else completely.
And the solution is to start thinking in English, not translating into English, actually thinking directly in English.
How do you do that? That sounds very difficult.
It starts small. You don't try to think your whole life in English overnight. You start with simple thoughts. When you wake up in the morning, instead of thinking in your language, I'm tired, I want coffee, you think those exact words in English. I'm tired, I want coffee.
Small thoughts, simple sentences, but in English.
And over time, over weeks and months, your brain starts to build a direct channel, a shortcut from thought to English, without going through translation first.
And when that shortcut exists, speaking becomes so much faster, so much more natural.
This is actually how fluency works. Fluency is not knowing more words. Fluency is having faster access to the words you already know. And you build that access by thinking in English, by living in English as much as you can.
Living in English. Even 5 minutes a day is living in English. You do not have to move to America. You just have to give your brain regular English experiences.
And here's something practical you can try today. Pick 1 hour, just 1 hour in your day. During that hour, everything you think in English. You do not have to say it out loud. Just think it. I am hungry. What do I want to eat? Maybe rice. Actually, no, I want something simple. Maybe just bread. All of that in English inside your head.
1 hour.
1 hour. And at the end of that hour, notice how you feel. Most people feel a little tired at first because the brain is working harder. But after a week of doing this, it gets easier and easier until one day you realize you stopped translating. The English is just there.
That day is a really good day.
It really is.
Okay, I want to talk about something specific because I think a lot of people have this experience. You are in a conversation with someone in English, things are going okay, and then they say something you do not fully understand. And instead of asking them to repeat, you just smile and nod.
The smile and nod.
Everyone has done this.
Everyone. You smile, you nod, you say, yeah, or, oh, I see, and you have absolutely no idea what they just said.
And then the conversation keeps going, and now you're even more lost because you missed something important, and everything after that is confusing.
And the longer you fake understanding, the harder it is to go back and say, actually, I did not understand.
So what do you do instead?
You stop the moment it happens. The second you do not understand, you say something immediately. You do not wait. You do not hope it becomes clear. You stop and you say, I'm sorry, could you say that again? Or, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? Or even just, sorry, what?
Sorry what is so natural, so casual. Native speakers say this all the time.
All the time, and not just non-native speakers. Everyone mishears things. Everyone asks for repetition. It is a completely normal part of conversation. The person who never asks for clarification is not the confident one. They're just the confused one.
Pretending to understand is the enemy of real communication.
Say that again.
Pretending to understand is the enemy of real communication. If you fake it, you stay stuck. If you ask, you grow. Every single time.
And here are a few more phrases for this situation. I'm not sure I understood. Could you explain that differently? Or, that's interesting. What do you mean by that? This second one is great because it doesn't even sound like you're confused. It sounds like you're curious.
What do you mean by that? That is a very intelligent sounding question.
And it gives the other person a chance to rephrase, to say the same thing in a different way, which is often all you need.
Okay, there's one more thing I want to talk about, and this is for the people who have tried all of this, who practice alone, who shadow, who think in English, but the moment they're in front of a real person, they freeze again.
The real person's problem.
Yes, because practicing alone is one thing, but the real fear is not about English, it's about judgment. It's about what the other person will think of you.
And here's something that genuinely changed how I think about this. I read somewhere that people overestimate how much others notice their mistakes. Like, you think everyone is listening for every wrong word you say, but they're not. They're thinking about what they want to say next. They're thinking about their own lives. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves to carefully analyze your grammar. This is so true, and I want to add something. Think about a time when someone spoke to you in your language, but not perfectly. Maybe a tourist or a foreign friend. They made mistakes. Their grammar was wrong. Their pronunciation was a little off.
Did you judge them?
Did you think badly of them?
Almost certainly not. You probably thought, oh, they're trying. That is nice. That is brave.
You probably respected them more for trying, not less.
And that is how people feel about you when you try to speak English. They do not hear the mistakes, they hear the effort. And effort is always impressive.
Always.
So, the next time you are about to speak English and you feel that fear, remember, the person in front of you is not your judge. They are just a person, and they are probably rooting for you.
Rooting for you, this means they want you to succeed. They're on your side. I am rooting for you means I want good things for you. I want you to do well.
I am rooting for you. Everyone listening right now, we are rooting for you. Every single one of you.
Okay, let's do a quick summary of everything we covered today.
Reason 1. Understanding and speaking are two different skills. You have to practice both. Practicing only listening is like training only one arm.
Reason 2. Fear of mistakes creates a cycle. You avoid speaking, so you never improve, so you stay afraid. The only way to break the cycle is to speak anyway, even badly, especially badly.
Reason 3. Translating slows you down. Start thinking in English directly. Small thoughts first. Build the shortcut.
And the key practices? Talk to yourself daily. Narrate your life. Shadow speakers you admire. And remember, people are not judging your mistakes. They are seeing your effort.
Word of the day. Liza, you pick.
Today's word is fluency. Fluency. Fluency.
What does it mean?
Fluency means speaking a language smoothly and naturally, without stopping too much, without translating. It does not mean perfect grammar. It does not mean no mistakes. It means the words flow like water.
Like water. I love that.
And fluency is not a destination. It's not a place you arrive at one day and then you're done. It's a direction. You are always moving toward more fluency. Every conversation, every practice session, every shadowing exercise, you are moving in that direction.
You are always becoming more fluent. Even right now, listening to us, you are becoming more fluent.
This week's challenge, and this one is important. We want you to speak out loud in English for 5 minutes today. Not tomorrow, today. Alone, in your room. Describe what you see around you. Narrate what you are doing. Tell yourself about your day. Anything, just 5 minutes, out loud.
And if you want to go further, record yourself. 60 seconds, just talking about anything. Then listen back. You'll probably be surprised. Most people sound much better than they think they do.
And write in the comments, tell us one thing that stops you from speaking English. Just one thing. Be honest. We want to understand what you are going through. And next episode, we might talk about exactly what you wrote.
We read every comment, every single one.
We genuinely do.
Thank you for watching this special episode. If this helped you, share it with one person who feels the same way, because someone in your life is going through exactly this, and they need to hear that they are not alone and that there is a way forward.
There is always a way forward.
And I want to say one more thing before we go, because I think this is important and not enough people say it.
What is it?
Learning to speak English, or any language, is not just about language. It's about identity. It's about courage. When you open your mouth and speak in a language that is not your first language, you are doing something vulnerable. You're showing someone a part of you that is not yet finished, not yet polished. And that takes real bravery.
It really does. And every person watching this right now, you are already braver than you think. You are here. You are learning. You are trying. And that is not small. That is everything.
So do not compare yourself to native speakers. Do not compare yourself to people who have been learning for 10 years. Compare yourself to who you were last week, last month. Are you a little better, a little more comfortable? Then you are winning.
Progress is not always loud. Sometimes it is very quiet. One day you watch a video and you understand a word you did not understand before. One day you speak a sentence and it comes out naturally and you think, wait, that was actually good. These small moments, they are the progress. Celebrate them.
Celebrate the small moments.
Always. And one last thing. If you are watching this and you feel like you have been stuck for a long time, like you have been at the same level for months or years and nothing is changing, I want you to hear this. You are not stuck because you are capable. You are stuck because you are practicing the wrong thing. You are practicing input. You are not practicing output. Start speaking, even badly, even alone, even for 5 minutes, and things will start to move. I promise.
Things will start to move.
They always do.
This is English Learning Point, the podcast. I'm Ben.
I'm Liza. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.